Hi, I know this is unexpected. Oh my gosh, I got these little hairs sticking out everywhere. This is Nicole with Two Broke Housewives, and I want to talk about prep. And I know a lot of you have maybe even been painting longer than I have, and you already know this stuff, but this is for my followers that are new and can sometimes be deceived by that paint product that says, you know, it's no prep. There's not a paint at all that is no prep. And I kind of just threw this together, so I want to make sure I get the right angles. This is a small chest, oversized nightstand. It's actually my nightstand. You guys always tell me how, hey Linda, hey Helen, you guys always tell me how real I am. And if you want real, if I could pull this camera up here, you guys would die to see how much dust is on this sucker. And it's right beside my bed. I don't know how we're not wheezing at night. I may not be the best duster of all time. Good morning. So I just brought it out here. I haven't touched it. I haven't done anything. So you're really supposed to clean it before you do any sanding or scuffing or smoothing out. Hey Kay. And then clean again, because you don't want gunk. Like, you want to clean it so that no gunk clogs up your sander, or you know, you go through more sanding discs than you would need to. But I'm a little bit lackadaisical on this, so I am just going to go straight ahead and scuff up the top. It's got some chipping. It's got some cracks and chipping and issues. You guys, I don't know if y'all can see this. Yeah, I might need to hire a housekeeper. But, hey Pam. But I am just going to, well, there's one more thing I want to say. You could ask a group of what products to use to prep a piece, and you're going to get 10 different answers, and probably all 10 of them are going to be right. Some people clean their pieces with 50% vinegar and 50% water. Some people use TSP, but it's kind of harsh. Some people use crud cutter. Mineral spirits. There's a lot of different things you can use, and you just need to use what is best for you. I am going to use crud cutter, and then I'm going to rinse it down with just water and a wet rag and water to get any residue left from the crud cutter off. But I really like crud cutter. It's not easily available everywhere, but it's available at my Home Depot. So for a minute, I'm not going to be able to see y'all or hear you, because I'm just going to hook up the sander real fast, and I'm going to go ahead and just scuff and smooth this top down. Sanding is not always required, but on this particular piece, I do want to do a little bit of sanding. So I've got all my stuff stacked up over here. So I'm just going to, I just figured out I'm out of my favorite grit of sandpaper. So I'm going to use 120. I would usually like to start with an 80 grit, but I don't have any. So I'm just going to smooth this down. Look y'all, I'm so proud. I had one printed backwards. Since I don't know how to work my phone, I had one printed backwards so that it would be readable on the screen. Thanks, Linda. Hey, Candy. I don't know how I can be beautiful. All I did was brush my teeth and my hair. And I'm lucky I brushed my teeth. So, I like an orbital. This is 120 grit sandpaper. I'm just going to smooth this top down. honestly, that's it. Hey, Patty. Are you watching me while you're at work? Y'all, those little baby hairs are irritating me. I'm not going to be using a latex paint. I'm going to be using, of course I'm going to be using all-in-one paint. So if you had a piece that wasn't chipping or dirty or, well, dirty, yes, but chipping or flaking or bubbled or whatever, sanding is not normal, not really necessary. But if you go back, if you're just getting on and you go back, you'll see why I wanted to smooth the top down. And it is really smooth. There could be people who watch this and say, hey Tina, why in the world would you be painting that beautiful piece? Well, I just showed you all the top, number one. Number two, it's mine. I can do what I want. Number three, it's not real wood. It's heavy as heck, which for a small piece tells me it's not real to begin with because it's not oak. But it's not real wood, and I told my husband last night, you know, the only stuff I'm not supposed to touch or paint is the furniture in the bedroom, and I said, I just want to warn you, when you come home, my nightstand, because I use this as a nightstand, it's going to be purple. Not a bright purple, not a royal purple, more of a soft lilac. And I might have to add some touches of gold, but I just want to warn you. And he said, well, that's fine. The top's chipping anyway. So you see, everything is not always as it appears. When I clean this for y'all, y'all are going to die when you see how horribly I keep house. I'm going to take the hardware off real quick. Keep in mind when I'm back here, I can't see the screen. Hold on, y'all. I got to get the hair out of the way. Okay. Nice piece. I paid a little high for it, I think. I paid $125 because the minute I saw it, I knew that I was going to keep it. So it was worth it to me. It has all the drawers are lined in brown velvet. And it's got all these curves and details. I mean, it's a really nice, well-built piece, especially considering it's not real wood. Oops. Shoot, that just came off the track. Y'all are going to get to see me use rub and buff on this hardware. There was somebody specifically, I think on my live last week, who wanted to see rub and buff. There have been plenty of questions about what is the difference between rub and buff and Shiba sticks. I mean, it's good construction. It's the old wooden tracks. I think that's so much better than the newer plastic tracks. Okay, so took my hardware off. Crud cutter. Hey Julie, there are lots of different kinds of crud cutter. They have one that's like pre-furniture refinishing, and they didn't have it, but they had this, so this is what I'm going to use. And I just want to clean off and get off all the grit and dust and, you know, from where I sanded and from my lack of housekeeping skills, and just like oils and residues. You know, we put drinks on this beside the bed. And I'm sure the kids have from time to time spilt something, because that's what we do. And, you know, like, here's a piece of tape right here. I didn't even know that was there. And anyway, the boys maybe haven't cleaned it very well. And I just want to make sure your painting is only going to be as good as your prep work. I mean, paint cannot stick to dust. Any paint product that tells you it's like no prep, I think that's sort of an exaggeration, because, well, that's a lie. There's no paint product that is no prep. Honestly, it's a little dirty, but it's not half as dirty as I thought it was. I don't know, candy. And I'm saying there's something right here. I wonder if it's candy. Besides the fact that Candy Joe's watching. This does not, there's really no smell. To me, anyway. I don't smell this. I'd use it in my house if you're an in-home worker. My garage is so full, I'm relegated over to this one little area right here. I have lots to be doing, but today is one of the days that Logan is in class, and he does not drive across town to MCC, so I have to go get him and take him to class. He's a freshman at our local community college, and I have to take him and go pick him up. So I don't really have time to do my clients' bigger pieces, so I just thought I would take the time to show y'all some prep. I don't often do that on camera, so I thought that it would be helpful. There's one more thing I noticed. I'm going to paint this piece with the drawers in because they're flat. If they had the front drawer fronts that went over the front of the piece, I would paint it with the drawers out. But I'm going to paint this, and because it's mine, with the drawers in. But right here, there's a little lip that comes out, and it's got some dust on it. Oh, y'all hush that there's paperwork back there. I feel like I went junking and got this out of somebody's old house, and I really just got it straight out of my bedroom. I'll look at them later. But I'm so serious when I say that you have to do proper prep. Never forget about this lip up here that's on dining sets. That freaking lip catches more food and gunk and dust and finger oil. Which side did I have it on, guys? Okay, so that was wiped down with Crud Cutter. Thanks, Karen. It is. Hey, Judy. And now, just to make sure it's clean, plain old water. I would do any of this inside my house if I didn't work in the garage. I don't think any of these are so harsh, or the Crud Cutter is so harsh that I couldn't do it in the house. Make sure you get that lip. And this piece has a ton of detail. So I got to get in all these little angles and nooks and crannies. Like, I'm pretty brave that I'm going to choose to put, but I'm a grown woman and I'm going to put this, I'm going to paint this purple. I think my husband's pretty cool for letting me have a purple piece. But I use this color for a, see, it's relatively clean. I use this color for a client, and I have found that all the heirloom traditions all in one colors are just the prettiest subtle pops of color. You get such a pretty color, but it's so subtle all at the same time. And when I used this, I was like, that's it. I don't have anything else purple in my house. But it's just too pretty not to do. And the joy of this paint is that when I get tired of it or I don't like it, I can paint right over it. I'm sorry y'all are seeing so much of my backside today instead of camera forward. There. Clean. Now typically right here, if I was working on a different piece or that I'd gone junket and found, this is where I would look for, even though I just cleaned it and it's like just got to dry for paint, this is where I would go back and look for broken moldings or details or broken feet or anything I needed to fix, and I would fix it, and then I would sand if I needed to again. Hey Brandy, hey Julie. The name of the color, Linda, I'm going to show y'all a picture of my supplies. The name of the color I'm going to use is so much prettier than what you're going to see. But it's all in one paint in THISTLE. And it's so pretty. And I'm going to be using Rub and Buff. I have the 12 color sampler set. And I think I have like 5 golds, but this antique gold, it's my favorite. I promise I'm going to have to order more of this before I order more of anything else. I'm not positive. I'm not positive, but I'm thinking some Pearl Ice Gel Wax. Now y'all tell me, will Pearl Ice Gel Wax go with Gold Leaf? I can see that I just got a PM. I failed to catch the name. I'm guessing she's watching my live or was. I like to fix the wood with Bondo. It's the same Bondo that they use on cars and automobiles. And I actually don't even know if you can get it. You probably can get it at O'Reilly's, but it's available at Home Depot and Lowe's. And it's the exact same stuff. And it is harsh and it does smell. And I would wear gloves. And you have to mix 2 things together to get the perfect mixture. And I will tell you that once you mix it, you want to use it immediately because it dries really fast. In under 30 minutes, you can mix it, apply it, and it'll dry rock hard, and then sand it smooth or whatever if you're going to fix wood. If you're going to fix veneer, you can take all the veneer off. You can buy sheets of veneer and put veneer back on. That's a little too hard for me. Most times when I take veneer off, I find that there's real wood underneath, so I'm good with just using what's underneath the veneer. or you can just get off what you can, pull and chisel, and then, hello honey, shouldn't you be working? That would be my husband, y'all. And then you can sand smooth to where you can't even see that there was veneer to no veneer. But I hope that answered your question. Thistle, I want to know, do y'all think Pearl Ice Gel Wax will go with gold leaf? Like, I have the gold gel wax, but I'm scared that will be overload. So I really don't know. So y'all can throw me suggestions. Antique gold rub and buff. It's my favorite gold. There's a lot of golds. This is my favorite. My brand new Heirloom Traditions paintbrush. And some Mona Lisa spray adhesive for gold leaf. I'm also going to have the sealant, and I forgot to get it, but that is my list of supplies for this project. Let me go back and see if I've missed any questions while that's drying. Can somebody tell me what time it is in Texas? Hi, Tabitha. Tabitha's probably thinking, she just, where do you get rub and buff? It's so cool that, you know, you can ask me your questions right on this video, right? Just in case. Is it 10:57 in Texas? Your PM, you must be going, somebody must be going back and forth between the live and PMing me. Rub and buff is available on my Amazon Prime page. If you push shop now, and when I'm done with this video, I will attach a link. And I have the sampler set of rub and buff on there that has patina, which is a blue color. It has copper. It has several golds. It has a pewter. It has a silver. It has a white. I think it has a black. It's got 12 colors. And I have mostly everything I get off Amazon. Like, who wants, I don't want to leave the house if I don't want to. Let's see. Hey, Sylvia, I missed you. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, Meg, it's good to see you. Sylvia, to make sure that I answered your question, I used crud cutters. I think my mama is on here. That would be Betty. Make sure I didn't miss any questions. D, the questions I answered that were being PM'd are all for you. Bondo, and you can get the rub and buff on Amazon. D, actually, I'm going to do this whole piece from beginning to end on camera. So it's still a little bit damp, so I don't know. It needs a few more minutes before I start painting, but you're not the only one who wants to know the difference. Rub and buff is more like toothpaste to me, more liquidy, whereas Shiva is like a crayon, and it can go precisely on an edge where I draw it on and put it on with my fingertip. So to me, it's more controllable. But I'm going to use this on the hardware, and I'm beyond a doubt. I gotta tell y'all, I think I'm gonna use 3 kinds of gold. I think I'm gonna gold leaf this piece. I think I'm going to gold Shiva around the rest of the drawers wherever I don't gold leaf. I'm probably not gonna gold leaf that much, but I also know that some of y'all wanna see application of gold leaf, and then I'm gonna use this on the hardware. So I'm gonna use all 3, and y'all can see them all. Julie, it is. It is. Do y'all think I should use Pearl Ice or the gold gel wax though? That might be overkill on the gold. I think Pearl Ice is going to be very subtle on Thistle. And I'm telling y'all, if I have to take this piece out in the woods in the full sun to get the right color of Thistle, Thistle is so much prettier than what you're seeing. You know what? Let me get a stir stick and a plate, and we will just go ahead and put some paint on. Are y'all up for that? This easy. You can do this in your dining room. Pearl ice, pearl ice. I did take the plastic off. I have this habit of every single time I'm going to start painting, I shake it. Don't ever think that that's enough to just go straight to paint. You really do need to mix it first and get everything off the bottom of the can. Y'all just can't see this goodness. I think it looks great to y'all. You're actually supposed to do this for 2 minutes. And make sure you're working it and getting everything out of the bottom of the can. Hey Scott, yet another person that's supposed to be working watching me from the office. I'm flattered you guys would risk being fired. Hold on, I gotta put my gloves on. I mean, this paint comes right off when you wash your hands unless you let it sit on your hands for 2 hours, in which case it doesn't come off that easy. Thanks, Julie. But I just prefer to wear gloves. Like, I rarely have my nails done. Every time I go to paint, I promise myself, let me model this shaking. I promise myself that I'm going to put on gloves and then I forget half the time. Paula Blankenship is the only woman that I know. Yeah, gold leaf's going to be good looking on THISTLE. Paula Blankenship is the only woman I know that will come on and do a live wearing all black or all white and not get any honor, look like she's going to the office and paint a piece, and like she's the cleanest painter I've ever seen in my life. I would be purple, black and white. Hey Paige, hey Cameron. Cameron, it's this easy. You can do it. No, it's not directed at you, but I just showed proper prep. But you know, Cameron and I are having off-camera phone discussions on whether or not she can paint her cabinets. And any of you ladies that have used Heirloom Traditions paint, Julie, to me, yes, it's a great lilac. I like the word lilac. Makes me feel so knowledgeable to use it rather than purple. It's a gray purple. It's the prettiest purple. But any of you ladies that have used all-in-one, please tell a newbie that she can paint flat paneled, no detailed cabinets with all-in-one paint. She could do this, can she not? Put hearts across the board if she can do it. This is all-in-one, Gina. It's my go-to. If I can not have to wax or poly or seal, that's got to be 2 minutes, y'all. Of course, I forgot something else. Please. Of course I did. Let me get my sponge. There are not enough hearts across the board to convince Cameron to do her own, see, there you go. There you go. Because I was like, y'all are not convincing. Either y'all haven't used all-in-one or y'all think she can't do it. Okay. Have I asked y'all to share this light? Cameron, you can do it. Have I asked y'all to share this post yet? Because I like to ask that like 20 times. I want to beat my previous record of like 60 something shares. That'd be great. If you don't have one of their true applicator sponges, I highly recommend it. Thank you, Meg. Thank you so much for sharing. It will make your life so much easier. Look, y'all, a brand new brush. I get to take the plastic off of it. I don't know. You know, it's just what I do. Okay, now I'm going to pour it straight out, Cameron. I'm going to pour it straight out into my plate. And let me tell y'all something. This paint dries pretty fast. I would just pour a little at a time. It's much easier to pour a little and go back and have to get more than to pour too much and you not be moving fast enough or whatever and it dry up on you. It's too valuable to me to waste. Here, I'm gonna move y'all over here with me. Linda wets her brush first. You know what? I think I'll just try that. Just a little. I've heard other paint companies say you need to wet your brush first. I don't think I've seen it on this one. But I followed your advice. Let's see how that goes. I bet it leaves even damp. I did, I swear, I shook it. Well, there you go. Karen does too. Y'all taught me something. That's why we're in this together, because I don't know everything. Let's see how this covers. On camera, this looks a little redder than it does in real life. In real life, it's actually a little bit less red and darker wood. And it covers beautifully. You know, right now is when you get your instinct into how many coats of paint it's going to take. And I already have an idea, but I don't want to jinx myself, so I'm not going to say it. Y'all, I just remembered Trilby just came on, and not only... I know, I left my water bottle up there, Mark. I honestly don't really ever keep my brushes wet, except for when I'm blending, and then I keep them super wet. But Trilby just came on. Not only do I have to pick Logan up from school, I have to load a headboard, footboard, and some other furniture into the van to drop off with somebody right after I get Logan. So I actually don't even have remotely as much time as I thought. I'm just gonna leave these flat surfaces to show y'all the beauty of the sponge. On a no detailed, like flat piece. Hi, Lena. Linda, priming. If I was using white or antique white all day long, but to me, this is darker than, say, cobblestone. And I don't prime with cobblestone, and cobblestone's never given me any issue. It just covers straight up. And I kind of thought that it would be like that. And I can tell that Thistle would not require priming. Now, white or if I was going to use any white or antique white, heck yeah, I'd prime. Just save you lots of work. No, this Thistle is covering really pretty. You do, Linda, you do, and it's covering really well. So here is the all-in-one true applicator with Thistle. And your first coat, you know, don't freak out. You're just getting it on there. It's your base coat. Once again, I'm talking to my newbies because it might freak you out right here. You just want to get it on there. You're just laying it down and getting ready for the second coat, which is where all the magic happens. And you get the more coverage and it lays pretty, and you just want to get the first coat on there. If this was an all flat piece, I promise I would only be using the sponge. but this has a ton of details. Julie, I don't know if you're at work or not, but if you want to paint, just tell them you're sick and go home and paint. You can get the sponges off the Heirloom Traditions website, or they are on my Amazon page. Everything I use is on my Amazon page. All the all-in-one paints, my gloves, the brush, the sponge. I should put some paper plates on there for y'all, but it's too easy to go to like the Dollar Tree and pick up plates. I'm glad I was right in thinking I didn't have to prime the Thistle, and I was right. It's covering really well. The one thing I did forget to do is normally I would have put the feet up on vegetable cans if you've got it around the house. Linda, I will post my Amazon page when I'm done. Thank you. I'm sorry. Will you please spell it out for me? I don't want to say anybody's name wrong. I don't know if it's Lena. It is Lena. It's not Lina. Shelly, my Amazon page is Two Broke Housewives. All you have to do is click Shop Now at the top of my Amazon page, and it'll take you straight to it. Or when I'm done with the video, I will attach the link for my Amazon page. And if you can't find something you're looking for, once you've gone through my link, I actually get a little bit of credit for everything you purchase on Amazon once you've gone through my link. And Thistle, you look at it and you think Thistle's a light color, but honestly, that covered good. You know, when clients ask me for custom work to paint pieces, I paint whatever they want. But it is so rewarding to, thank you, Shelly, but it is so rewarding to paint color and not antique white or white. If it came back in where everybody wanted white or antique white, I swear I would just start painting every single thing in my house and I'd have all the colors of the rainbow. I feel sorry. I don't know about where y'all are, but I feel sorry for the people in my area that refinish furniture. And all they do is like do antique white, antique white, antique white. I mean, we are in Waco, the home of Joanna Gaines and, you know, the capital of shiplap. So white's pretty popular here. But I will take a subtle pop of color all day long instead of white. And a lot of the ladies who refinish here I'm sorry, I'm missing so many of the comments. I just ramble. I know it sells, but I remember when I started and I didn't have custom work and a customer base, and I just put antique white and stained top, occasionally a pale gray, because I knew it would sell. I know that's true. I'm probably really rich in the fact that I have such an amazing client base now, and my people are branching out and choosing colors. Just hit myself with it. Let's scooch all over here. Oh, color sells. Color is popping over here. Now, I do have an antique white with stained top buffet over there that somebody bought from me, and y'all know I tried to sell her color. Yes. Wait, all white what? Yes, all white is boring. Thank goodness the last white I had, she let me gold Shiva it. Now, I will do white if I can put some metallic on it. Ooh, Iron Gate to Amalfi is something. In case you don't know, Iron Gate is black and Amalfi is this bright sort of turquoisey, not quite sea blue. It's my front door. So can you imagine getting what you thought was a black piece and then you get this beautiful, luscious surprise of a bright blue? Do y'all like my, it will not stay. Do y'all like my new aprons? Do not forget, I still have that I had this one printed backwards. Do not forget, I'm like 150 likes from giving away my giveaway. And I really do want to get that stuff out to somebody. I can't wait to see what color you pick and what you do and what you create with it. But I am 150 likes away from the giveaway. And one of the things in it is one of my aprons. See, does this look hard? This can't look hard. Seattle, I bet you get lots of rain. Is it hard to paint in Seattle? Do y'all not have high humidity? I'm not going to get to use the sponge so much because there's too many details on this piece. Lena, I have a giveaway. I did a live. Somebody help me out. Can anybody like share the link on here? Dee, I bet you could do it. I did a live last week, and when I reach 65,000 likes, I have my first ever giveaway. And yeah, it's climate controlled. Hey, Julie. Anyway, the giveaway is a quart of any Heirloom Traditions paint you want. The, I think it's the Barnwood Gel Wax from Heirloom Traditions, a paintbrush, a Waco t-shirt, a Waco mug from both from Lively Designs, 3-pack of the mini metallic Shiva sticks. I can't remember. It was a lot. And as soon as I reach 6,500 likes, it's yours. And it's enough to do a complete project from beginning to end. Talk to me. Give me something to talk about. You need to, I'd like it if you would go, if you haven't already liked the Heirloom Traditions paint page, if you would go like it. And they have some amazing, like, partner Facebook pages. They have do-it-yourself painting with all-in-one heritage collection. I think that's the name of it. And they have another linked page that I can't remember what the name is, but you will find videos on how to use every single one of their products. Very informative. They're quick to answer questions. You'll see when they have sales that are not privy to like an Amazon page. Lena, that's another thing. I swear. I'm going to do a video on blending. I haven't wanted to because I've only blended twice, and you hate to look like a fool on camera. But let's be honest, that's not hard for me to do. And, you know, if I can't learn with y'all and make mistakes in front of y'all, who can I do it with? So I'm going to blend on camera. I have 2 buffets that I want to do. And I think I want to blend one in blues. I know I've already blended in blue, but I just can't help myself. And I think I want to blend another one in like maybe... No, I've only blended twice, and it was not easy. I didn't think it was easy. I'm probably going to make it look easy. Everybody's going to say, shut up, that looks so easy. And I'm going to be like, yeah, because I'm on camera and I'm panicking and I really... I'm not sure about this. You know, you kind of want to pretend like you know what you're doing. And I really haven't done enough blending to even pretend. But I'm going to. I'm thinking cathedral and cashmere or cathedral and cobblestone, and I think I'm going to do a custom color and lighten cathedral up a little bit. I don't want it quite so dark, but I still want it charcoal. Let's use the sponge on these drawers and just see if it goes a little faster. Cameron is probably not on here because I know she's working. But do you see how easily you could do cabinet doors with a sponge? See, and then I can just go in and fill in anything I couldn't get. All this little beaded detail on these drawers. Holy cow. I got to move. Julie. Man, door, even harder, really, man. My front door is a moppy. And I feel like I repeat myself all the blessed time. Sorry. My front door is a moppy. And it gets the hot afternoon summer sun. And it's a metal door. And I do mean hot. I mean so hot that at 5 o'clock, you really don't want to touch it unless you want to blister your hand up. Yes, and yes, you can, Mark. And by any chance are you going to ask me what poly? They have come out with a great top coat made specifically for their paint. I have not found a piece that I felt like had the top coat, so I have not top coated all in one. If somebody requested it on their dining room table, oh yeah, I'd like 5 times. Well, General Finishes is a good product. You know, that just makes me want to point out that you don't have to limit yourself to one product. And there's not one all, end all, be all. You use what works for you. I just use 90% Heirloom Traditions because I know it and I know the colors and I know the product and I know the people and they stand behind the product. And if you ever need any assistance or advice or anything, like I said, you should go like their page because they are always on there. And if they don't know the answer to one of your questions, there's somebody like me in there who's used it a lot and they'll answer your questions. But Lena, now I got sidetracked. If you could also go like Lively Designs on Facebook. She's also on Instagram. I sent y'all to her Facebook page and only then realized that she doesn't post on Facebook half as much as she posts on Instagram, her t-shirt flash sales and stuff. But that is who I get all my t-shirts from, and she was kind enough to give me a Waco t-shirt and mug for my giveaway. I'm just doing this because of all these tiny details. Jeez Louise. You know, the ones with the most detail may not be the funnest to paint, but they dang sure are the prettiest to finish out and make pretty and do special stuff on. Hi, Crinlin. Yes, Linda, I used, this is Heirloom Traditions All-in-One in Thistle, which is a pale lilac. So, before I forget, any of you outer-towners on here, by chance, did anybody here come in, oops, for Spring at the Silos or know anybody that did? Because it was crazy downtown. I did not get down there, but the guy that I work with had a booth down there. And some of my other favorite people, Junkin' Shops and stuff, had booths down there. and it was crazy. Magnolia Table had a line out it this morning. Check out my groups, beginners, chalk paint grooming, ladies and gentlemen. Lena, I will look at it. Cocoon to butterfly. Y'all, watch out for drips. See that lovely little drip right there? Hey, Paige just said how much she loves her CC Lovely t-shirt. That's my sister-in-law. I swear she's the perfect girl for me. She was not made for my brother. She was made for me. I couldn't have picked a better sister-in-law. And today's her birthday. Could y'all show her some love and tell her happy birthday? I'd love to embarrass her, but there's really not a good way to do that. Okay, we're coming down to it. Honestly, my guess is, as fast as this paint dries, I'm going to turn this around again. As fast as this paint dries, if I had time. Hey, Valerie. Happy birthday to Paige. Happy birthday to Paige. No, Valerie, it is not for sale. I'm sorry. It's mine. I swear I started a sentence and I forgot what I was saying. Well, somebody tell me what I was saying. I know what I was saying. It takes me a minute. Mama brain, too many children. If I had time and did not have to go get Logan from class and load that furniture into the vehicle, this would probably be dry enough on the other side for me to just turn it around and keep going and get it done. But I'm not, I don't wait like hours in between coats. When it's dry to the touch, I go for it. I hope that I showed y'all. I know that when I started, I told y'all, just pour a little because it's a heck of a lot easier to pour more if you need it rather than to waste it and pour more than you need. Like, I don't want to pour contaminated paint back in my can. I don't save it. Wait a second. I missed it. Mark, I missed your comment. Lena, you should try Heirloom. Make sure you get the all-in-one. They have the original chalk style paint that needs to be sealed, so you need to wax it, poly it in some cases. They have Finish All, which can be used on fabric, and they have all-in-one. They're all three different consistencies. All-in-one is my go-to. Self-leveling, self-priming, self-sealing. When I say self-priming, let me say my philosophy again. I am never going to paint white or antique white with any brand of paint and not prime. It's going to happen. But it levels really well. And self-seals. Now, some people want to go ahead and add an additional sealer on top. They make a sealer, or you can use, your go-to. But I have not to date sealed a piece with Heritage Collection All-in-One. If I had a client ask me to put it on their dining table that's used and eaten on every day, yeah, I would super seal. But to date, my media piece is all-in-one. My china cabinet that has china and dishes all over it is all-in-one. I can't even tell you how many custom jobs I've done all-in-one, and I have not sealed it yet. Y'all make sure, I've been doing this long enough, so it's super easy for me to catch my drips quickly and not even, but if you're a newbie, make sure you catch your drips. There's nothing uglier stand, a big old drip that you have to go back and sand down and clean off again. So make sure you catch your drips. Take your time. My guess is that I'm faster than your average bear. Let's see. I think I missed Mark's comment again. No, I didn't. Mark Harmon, if I had time for what? About what size jar of paint does it take for that size piece? Okay. I'll show y'all. I'll show you. Hold on. Lena. Valerie, I will find you one. Okay, hold on. But anyway, so this is one coat. And to me, to my eye, I know everybody doesn't see things the same way, but to me, this is pretty dadgum good coverage for a quote-unquote lighter color on a dark wood. No priming first, just straight on. And I told y'all in the beginning, pour a little. This stuff is too precious to me to waste. Yada, yada, yada. I didn't pour out anything. I didn't pour out anything. I didn't even pour out, I don't think I even poured out 4 samples. 4 samples. I don't even think I poured out 4 ounces. And it'll darken a little as it dries. And like I said, if I have to pull this sucker out into the sun for y'all to see the true color, I will. Sorry, little blip. So, now listen, I'm not even, oh, I still have to do the top. Dadgummit. Can somebody tell me what time it is one more time? Hey, these jars do not always want to open once you've gotten them dirtied up with paint. If you hit them against the ground lightly, like don't crack it, but like a pickle jar or a jelly jar, 11:30. Yes, I am on time. Hold on, let me raise my camera. Brand new tripod, don't know what I'm doing. You know how it goes. Are y'all to the top? Oh. Let's turn it back around for you. Oh, and I am going to go back and get the lips of the drawers. I can't stand it when the lips of the drawers aren't done. Why is it blurry? I may move my camera a lot and give you like motion sickness, but I always want to ensure that you can see what I'm doing. I can even press my sponge enough to get in that crack right there, so I don't have to get my brush back out. Do not overwork this paint though. Just lay it down and stop. ever heard of painting with a sponge? Did they think they could make it any easier? No. Okay, so sort of, it's like laying primer on the first coat. It's messy, but it's just gonna get you down there and get it laid for your second coat, which is where all the pretty stuff comes in. You guys need to share this post and, geez, share my giveaway. I'd be so happy to get those other 150 likes so that I could give that paint away. Donna, this piece isn't for sale. It's my piece. It's what I use for a nightstand. And whoever asked how much paint to use, my guess is that I've used, at this point, since I poured a little more and now I'm pouring a teeny bit more, that I've used maybe 4 ounces. So I can tell you that I have a 4-panel china cabinet in the house, French Provincial, and it was gray. Look at this, drawers made easy. And I painted it in Meadow Sweet, which is a pale yellow, and I did it with a pint. So I did it with less than 16 ounces. I still had enough left over for like future touch-ups. As if I need, like I don't order freaking this paint like every day. But I keep every little extra scrap I don't use. Y'all, when you're doing drawers, do not make the mistake. Like if you do this for resale, do not make the mistake. I'm sure I did it when I started. You only get better the more you do it, but do not go over the exact edge of the drawer. Nobody wants to see like paint way back here or paint dripping down way back here. Make a clean line. All the extra little effort you go to makes all the difference in the world. People have a lot of choices of where they can purchase products or people they can have do their work. Make sure you're taking those extra steps to make your stuff done right and proper. All your little attention to detail will pay off, I promise. But how many times have people brought something to me and it was painted and it had like paint all back here where they paid no attention how they were, or that they didn't paint that at all? Please. Okay, I'm done for this one. Oh, I'm going to go get Logan from class and deliver this furniture, where the furniture I'm about to load, where it needs to go. And help me, Jesus. And I'm going to come back and do the second coat. And maybe not only that, but go ahead maybe and do the hardware with Rub and Buff. Meg, I do sometimes. Yeah, but I actually, I'm not like I have some of Heirloom Traditions, the Mod Podge stuff, but I'm not like that big on that. But I love wallpaper, like stickable self-stick wallpaper, especially with a chevron. Like I actually have some taupey gray with white chevron up there, but this is mine. I'm not going to do the drawer sides. And occasionally, if the interior of the drawers are really, really nasty, I will do those too. I think I missed a question. Hold on. Multi-epoxy paint. Lena, I've been painting since 2013. Long enough to know a little and not long enough to know a lot. Right in between. Can somebody tell me what multi-epoxy paint is? Because I don't know. On interior doors, we use a latex. I mean, not me personally as a business, but as a family, my husband, we just use latex. And on kitchen cabinets, I will use Lena, wow, what? Kelly Moore. I've actually never bought paint from Kelly Moore. Benjamin Moore and Sherwin-Williams. And on kitchens, I will either use all-in-one. Obviously, it's the client's house, so they get to pick. But I will either use all-in-one or a water-based alkylid from Sherwin-Williams. I actually don't know what I think you said multi-epoxy is. But I missed a ton of questions. I'll try to go back and answer all of them. No, not 13 years, Lena, since 2013. My kid had 2 brain surgeries in 2013 and I had bills to pay. So I just picked up a brush. You're welcome, Sylvia. Donna, I'm going to be honest, I don't know what a multi-epoxy is. But I can tell you that Pro Classic, the water-based alkylid, is a hybrid. From Sherwin-Williams, and it is the easy cleanup of a water-based with a hard cure, durable cure of an oil-based, and that would be my go-to. But I appreciate everybody. Mark, I think I missed a question from you. I'm sorry. Dee, I hope I answered your questions. Valerie, I'm sorry it's not for sale, it's mine, but I can always find you one. And Donna, I will look it up. What time are you coming back on? Really? You're going to ask me that? I don't know. Logan, I'm meeting the guy with this furniture at 12:15 to drop this furniture off. Logan gets out of class at 12:30. Hopefully I'll be back here by 1. Give me 1 minute to breathe. You're welcome, Deborah. And don't pick the other boys up from school. Shoot. Cannon has orthodontia at 3:30. So I have to pick up everybody from school. Look, I'm going to shoot for 1, Char. Okay? 1. You know you can't ask me a simple question and it's going to get answered simply. It's Nicole. I talk too much. Okay. Thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate it. And I will see y'all back here 1-ish. Bye.